The college football season is fast approaching as we have a little over 90 days before the season kicks off, and I want to get into some of the highest pressure situations going into the 2025 year. At number 10, we have Bill Belichick, the greatest NFL coach of all time, making the move to the UNC Tar Heels. It's going to be an adjustment period from being a bad GM in his later years at the New England Patriots, going into a recruiting cycle. I think he's going to hand it off in a couple of years to one of his kids, so I have him here at 10. At number 9, Cade Klubnik. Clemson's one of the front runners for the national title. They have an amazing defense. They have a bunch of weapons to surround Klubnik, so there's no excuse for him this year going in with national championship aspirations. At number 8, we have Sharon Moore, the Michigan Wolverines head coach. Now he has, for the first time, a quarterback he didn't have last year in Bryce Underwood. Can he bring Michigan back to the upper echelon of college football? At number 7, we have Carson Beck. His QB play did not match the hype, and he turned the ball over 12 times last season. Now, his wide receiver play wasn't great last year as they led the country in drops, but turning the ball over like that isn't going to get it done. He now goes over to the Miami Hurricanes. At number 6, we have Drew Aller. Now, here's my take. In hindsight, Drew Aller might have made a huge mistake because if he declared this year, he probably would have been the first or second quarterback off the board in the NFL draft. But will this be the year that Drew Aller actually puts it together? I feel like he's one of those players that you talk about higher than you actually see his play on the field. I still don't know who Drew Aller is as a quarterback, but he's got the size, he's got the arm talent. He could be a top prospect if he has a great year this year. At number 5, we have Lincoln Riley. He's had so many top-tier recruits transfer to other programs. This year, notably, it's Zachariah Branch, who is one of the best receivers. He's now transferred over to Georgia. This might be a make-or-break year for him. Once heralded as one of the best offensive minds in the game, can he get back to that level? We'll see this season, but so far it has been a train wreck and a far cry from what USC fans were expecting after his departure from Oklahoma. At number 4, we have Brian Kelly. No excuses. LSU's got the number 1 transfer class in the country coming in. He's got Garrett Nussmeier with Heisman aspirations. He's got a favorable SEC schedule. Can this team put it together? They've got some studs on the defensive side of the ball. He couldn't get it done at Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame is completely on the rise with Marcus Freeman. Can this be the year that he actually gets it done? Or will there be other questions coming out of Baton Rouge at the end of next season? Number 3, we have Nico Iamaleava. The waves, the noise that he made from wanting more money from the NIL in Tennessee. He now transferred to a way worse team at UCLA. He basically bought his ticket out for the same or less money. Made no sense. Is he going to be able to put it together and salvage his career? Because if he doesn't, this is going to be a terrible look for him and his future draft prospects. Number 2 is the coach on the hottest seat. It's Brent Venables from the University of Oklahoma. In 3 years, he's had such a tumultuous run. 2 terrible seasons, 1 salvageable season that went to shit afterwards. He's now in charge of the defense for the first time. OU fans have been calling for this since he came into the program. We brought in Brent Arbuckle from Washington State. He brought in John Mateer, who's the number 1 quarterback in the transfer portal. He just has to focus on the defense. Can Oklahoma surprise everyone and make the college football playoff? Or is Brent Venables going to be looking for a job in the next coming offseason? And the number 1 most pressured player in the country, it's the name, it's the legacy, and it's the expectation. It's Arch Manning from the University of Texas. Now, he's had the most hype of any player in recent college football memory, especially having to sit behind Quinn Ewers. Can Arch Manning deliver on all of the expectation surrounding him? We'll see this coming season. Who do you think has the most pressure coming into this college football season? Let me know in the comments.